Alright.
Here is a lockpicking guide. Now I know this is most controversial thing about this game because it simply does not work with gamepad. I'm gonna give you one tip for gamepad that I believe could help, but I'm not sure as I can't test it on PC since PC does not have that option when you plug in gamepad. Until they fix lockpicking on consoles, I would suggest you try to do this. Try to reduce gamepad sensitivity by going to controls and then reducing sensitivity for both axes. That way I believe you should have easier time to try to reduce it all the way down if you can, if you think that would be helpful, and then play with options from there on out. See the perfect sensitivity for you if there is an option to change sensitivity on consoles and adjust it accordingly. That's the only tip I can give you for gamepad because I've tried with it on PC and it truly is horrible. Behind the miller's house, this is by the way the miller's house, there is a chest where you can practice. Save the game before it, and that means sleep. And here you can practice. So what you need to actually do here is simple in description, but not that simple to pull off, which is understandable in some cases, not for consoles. I agree, for consoles it's completely broken, but in this case for PC I think it's a good system. Why? We are currently amateurs at everything, so that means lock picking too. We cannot lockpick stuff, even easy locks, because we don't have the skill in it. When the lockpicking skill progresses, we're gonna have easier time lockpicking stuff. For now, stick with easy chests, and you need to do this to lockpick. To successfully lockpick, you need to find the sweet spot, either with your mouse or right analog stick. Simply by hovering around, you'll see where the sweet spot is. See how that circle inside gets smaller and bigger. It's gonna be bigger and bigger if we get closer to the sweet spot. So what we need to do now is rotate the lock. You can see now if I rotate the lock and completely leave my mouse still, what will happen is this. It will come to a certain point and then stop, simply because there is no golden color, there is no sweet spot. What you actually need to do while rotating the lock is moving mouse in the circular direction, constantly keeping sweet spot active. So that means this. Now hovering, every time I'm hovering with a mouse, I'm getting some success. This obviously takes a lot of practice, but eventually you're gonna find that sensitivity that works for you. Also, you can adjust mouse sensitivity by simply going to controls, and that should help you keep that sweet spot active. See how much easier it was now as soon as I reduced mouse sensitivity. No problem whatsoever. There is nothing in this trunk. And now it again is locked. So we can practice again. So hold down the D button and follow the sweet spot with your mouse. Sweet spot will rotate as the lock rotates. So you just need to keep it at the same spot. That's it. As you might have seen already, even failing the lockpicking process will result in some experience to the lockpick skill. It goes up relatively fast, especially when you succeed. And then you can go for different types of upgrades that will make lockpicking easier and easier. If you go for a hard locked chest, it's gonna be almost impossible at the beginning to lockpick it. As you can see, immediately failed. So don't even bother with it at the beginning until you get that lockpick skill up. And that's it. Try to play with sensitivity levels. I think that's the biggest thing that would help you. And see you all soon.